some different ways to insulate your vehicle or your tent or your RV, tiny home, shed, whatever you might be staying in. I'm in the disaster areas from Hurricane Helene in North Carolina right now, just outside of Asheville. And I wanted to show you all how I'm surviving these bitter cold temperatures, in case there's some tips that somebody sees that will help them survive this drop in the weather here. There's going to be single digits in the mountains this weekend. It got down to about 25, 27 degrees last night. So just a really quick show. Sorry, it's kind of messy. This is take 3 actually. I'm trying to make it short, but y'all know I have trouble with that. So this is bug netting. This is no-see-um bug netting, and it is, let's go that way. Okay, it is a fine weave and actually kind of blocks the breeze in the summertime, which is not good, but that means it's going to hold in some more heat and block some wind from getting in the vehicle at night or whatever you're in. Then I have curtains. These get clipped, and that also helps hold in body temperature. I have those on both sides of the vehicle. Then I have, this is more of the bug netting here, that covers both sliding doors. This is my clothes bag, and that helps actually keep the cooler, the bear cooler, ice cold in there. Here's my drinking water, etc. And this comes down at night. And is a footrest if I'm sitting here like a couch watching my phone videos, whatever, and the vigil, whatever, and I can put my feet up on here. But then when I go to bed, it comes up right next to the bed, and pillows come down and go across it, and it actually extends my bed. But I have pillows all the way around me. The flooring, I got these mats, the puzzle mats, and they're cute. They look like wood, but they also are insulating. I put my feet on here this morning, and my feet, it was warm. It was actually warm. I have the puzzle pieces under here as well, which even out my bed. Then I have 2 thick of the Home Depot foam mattresses. This is a king size comforter and king size sheet that are folded in half, and I can slide right in between. I actually sleep on top of the mattress, the king size comforter. I slide in between the sheets, and I've got my blanket. I have a wool, I'll show you that in a minute, wool blanket. Then I have my sleeping bag that goes over the entire top of me. Me all snug in there. This is another Reflectix from the Subaru, and it props right in between the 2 front seats to help reflect back in my body heat. So I think you understand and get the drift there. So anyway, that will go across the 2 front seats and help reflect my body heat back towards me, enclosing this space even more. And that front is so much colder than this back here where I am. More curtains, camping pad, inflatable camping pad. It's only an inch and a half thick, and it actually stays along that wall. So when I roll over, I don't roll into a cold wall, I roll into that. It's also insulation. This is my computer pad. It comes down here as well and helps insulate and extend the bed next to this clothing. So I'm really just kind of tucked in here, and I have pillows, Reflectix in the windows, Reflectix on the back window. And this is one of the most important things. This is a picnic blanket. Oh, the stuffed animals that y'all gave me, which I just love. We love our bumblebees. They actually go back here into that corner and help insulate and block light as well. Privacy until I get these cut and put in the windows properly. That actually is another layer of insulation. Stuffed animals can be another layer of insulation, y'all. This is a picnic blanket. One side is the ground side and it's waterproof. And then this flannel on this side. This comes up and over me. If all of this isn't enough, which it was enough last night, but it may not be enough tonight, I just pull this over my entire bed and me, and I have created another tent inside of the van. I can leave it just like that, and what I've done is I'm up under there. It doesn't lay so that I can't breathe because it's crispy, but it creates another very small tent that's helping to enclose my body heat all around me there. I also, last winter, I had it up and over this bungee cord, just like a V tent, triangle tent, I don't know, and attached the two corners to the sides of the chairs here, and that creates a tent inside of the van to help keep my body warmth inside there with me. So it's insulation, insulation, insulation. Make your space smaller by cutting off that front, then make it smaller, 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 smaller with all these layers of insulation. I always have at least 2 windows just cracked just a little bit. I do have the weather paneling here, which is nice, so you can't tell that it's cracked just a little bit, but that helps keep condensation down, which is very important to keep moisture levels down, and also your CO2. You have to watch for that. I do not have a monitor yet. I am planning on getting one just in case, but I think I'm doing pretty well. So this also, with it not being down and being across the back of the van here, it creates insulation until I need it to go over me like a tent. So that right there was a big game changer for me. It really, really makes a difference for cold weather, glamping, camping, whatever. Then I wanted to show you, I have something that is a trick taught to me. I have a candle, and I got this on sale last year after Christmas. The wicks are way down in there. You can just light 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever, but as long as I don't have the things down here on the floor, like I told you, to extend the bed, if I was going to use this, I would put those things back up and secure them. This would not be here. And I would only do this just for a short while, because one of those, even just being lit, it actually warms the space, but it helps eliminate some of the moisture, which the moisture is what can get just cold to the bone. I'm very, very careful with this. If I'm super tired, I'm not lighting this, because I'm not going to sleep with this lit. That's just me. But it will eliminate some of that moisture in the air and that cold to the bone dampness that can get you. So I'm not recommending that in a tent at all. I'm really not even recommending that. I'm just letting you know. I just have another little extra trick there just in case. I've done it a few times, very rarely, but only for a very short period of time. The front, I have Reflectix all the way across all those windows. Those are those pop-up Reflectix, and I just wanted to show you how 2 of them go. And they also help reflect heat back in and are another layer of insulation. So on the other side of the bed, I have the curtains. You can see one of them's kind of tipped in, and also the bug netting on that door as well. And underneath the mattress on that side, there's a pillow that's going there, but underneath that there is an extra blanket down in the corner, and also 3 soft yoga bags that have extra layers of clothing in them, like my sweatshirts, and that creates pillowing there and also is insulation for the floor. My shoes come all the way across here, which actually adds another insulation for the bottom of the door. So it's really about layers and layers of insulation, and I cannot recommend enough taking your extra layers of clothes that you're not wearing and stuffing them in the clothes that you are wearing, especially keeping that core temperature, focusing on your core abdomen area and back area to keep your core temperature warm. The most important thing is that everybody survives this horrible disaster, Hurricane Helene and Milton disasters, and have a chance to rebuild their lives. I hope that some of these tips help just a little, and or a lot. But never ever sleep directly on the ground. Always have insulation underneath you. That is so important, and one of the most important things that you can do to keep your core temperature warm. But I was very snug in here. I didn't have any heat on. I didn't pull the blanket over me, and I was just so warm and comfortable in here that I slept until 8 o'clock this morning, and I went to bed at like 10. So God bless you all. Glory be to God. And we'll see you in the next live stream on our way to the disaster areas of Black Mountain, North Carolina, to check on our tiny home builds and the situation there. God bless you all.